It's good you found your way back here.
Why did I go there? Why? I wanted so badly to find out what all this has to do with Max.
To want is often not enough.
Everything makes even less sense than before. No, actually no sense at all. My best friend is behaving so strangely. What's going on, Zenzele? Why am I the only one who has no idea what's going on? Why doesn't anybody help me? Help me. Please.
But I offered you my help. That ritual...
No, I don't want the ritual. I don't want cryptic messages. I want clear answers. For instance, Kira, where does she know you from? Listen, if...
To speak like that.
No. You listen. I like you, girl. I really do. But this is my house, and you will obey my rules. I don't have any clear answers, but I offer you a way to get them. If you don't want to take it, it's your choice. But don't ask anything more from me. And the other thing, this story is not about your friend. It's about you. You and Max. Focus on yourself, on him. Do we understand each other?
I apologize. I'm desperate. I really need help. Anything. I'll undergo that ritual if you tell me to. Don't be angry with me. I didn't want to offend you.
Why would I be angry? Finally, you are doing the right thing.
To leave now would be very impolite. I know you're trying to help me.
To stop resisting the unknown is the first step, and the most difficult one.
I've never believed in such stuff. It's not easy for me to start believing.
But once long ago you had believed. Your mother, her sister, both of them did divination using cards, didn't they?
But it was only a game, a trick. Or at least I wanted to think so. Why all this? Why are you helping me?
The beginning are those statuettes. Is it so hard to understand why I feel such responsibility for what has happened? For your fate?
But why? You could simply send somebody to...
Laura, don't be so cynical, would you? I won't be here for long.
But, madam...
No, Jabali, not now. I won't be here for long, and I'd like to leave without debts. And you're my debt, Lara. One of the last.
The ritual. How will it go?
It's different every time. But I tell you what I'll need for it. You will have to bring me 3 items. A symbol of your mutual dependence. Of you supplementing each other. Then I'll need something containing his imprint, his aura. And the 3rd item is a symbol of love. Of your inseparable love that will last forever.
Could we go over the process of the ritual once more?
Certainly. We'll put 3 items on the table, one by one. A symbol of your mutual dependence. Of you supplementing each other. Then I'll need something containing his imprint, his aura. And the 3rd item is a symbol of love. Of your inseparable love that will last forever.
I have to go.
Sure you do, but you'll come back.
I'll take it. It may come in handy. I have to take some of Max's belongings. What about this toothbrush? This magnet attaches one toothbrush. I don't see any reason to... I don't see... Should I use that? It would be better to look at it more closely. This magnet attaches... I don't see any... I don't see any reason to do that with them. I don't see any... They belong together, like this. I didn't think I'd be unpacking it alone. This t-shirt carries so many memories with it. Happy memories. Why didn't I just say no to Renier? I was on vacation, so why didn't I tell her to go to hell? I have to believe he will come back. That it will all start to make some sense. That pieces of the puzzle will fall together and he will appear. What else can I do? I don't know if I'm prepared to perform that ritual.
There is only one way to find out.
We can start. I'm ready.
Good. So, put the 3 items I told you about on the table. Something that symbolizes your union, your dependence on each other. 2 bodies joined in one by the web of fate. And now the second thing, the one that contains his aura, his essence. And now the last thing, a symbol of eternal love, a waiting, of commitment. I can feel the power of these things. They are more than they appear. Much more. Yes, they are good. Sit down, Laura, and give your hand to Jabali.
Is it dangerous?
If I say yes, would it change anything?
No, it won't. Let's start. Where is... Max? Max! Max? Are you here? Who is that?
Quiet, Laura. Not time for talking.
Did you alter the file?
Of course. What's wrong with you?
Don't play with me. What did you write in it?
I changed the date. If you leave today, on paper you are staying here until tomorrow. But still,
That's because of the boss. Now I have one more day to do what I want. What about those pills? Do you have them?
here. But careful, they're pretty strong. If you don't want to sleep all day, take only 1/4. Do you really need the whole vial?
At least it'll last me a while.
Nurse O'Donnell to ER. Repeat. Nurse O'Donnell to ER.
You will call me, won't you? Don't forget, you promised me.
I don't forget. Ever. Now go or you'll get yourself in trouble. Meanwhile,
What is it?
it's like someone's listening.
But there's no one here.
But, who are you? Where are you hiding? That's not nice, listening to other people's conversations.
Laura! Wake up, Laura, quick!
Max was there. I almost touched him. Is he alive? Does it mean he's alive?
You need to find answers. Those were your visions, not mine.
All right, but that voice... It couldn't have been Max. That man left the hospital earlier than...
But you understand that.
That fourth technician. What was his... Yatsek. So he was out of the hospital the day that the crime on Mission Street happened. And those sleeping pills. Everything fits together, but... Max... How is Max connected to all of this?
I showed you the beginning of a fine line. I can't take you by the hand and lead you. You need to go on alone.
Thanks. Now I have something to go on.
I'll give you one more piece of advice. Hurry, Laura. Time is against you. Hurry.
So you're back. I heard about Burke. Awful.
Definitely.
You're probably a star for the FBI, but Renier's not exactly happy. I tried to settle it, you know me, but Chinatown, you really shouldn't be there.
I happened to be around and could have been useful. Should I have just left? To say, pardon, my field is only forged and stolen paintings, and disappear?
Well, maybe you should have maintained a bit lower profile. After all, it really isn't our field.
To keep a lower profile when you know you may be able to save a life, would you do that?
No, I would probably do the same. But it's not about me now, it's about Renier.
Her problem, my dear Jean, is that she sometimes knows too much, and then the poor woman gets uselessly worried by that. Don't you think?
It's great you're back. I heard you did really well there.
Well, you probably didn't hear that from Renier. But yes, I hope I've helped them a bit.
Don't be so modest. It's great that someone from our department has won some recognition. And moreover, a woman. And Lara, I know you've decided to leave after this case is closed. Don't do it, please.
Is there anything you don't know? I don't want to talk about it. Maybe later.
Sure, sorry.
I need to call Argo. Do you happen to have their number somewhere?
I saw their business card on your desk. I guess you can find the number there.
Was there anything important while I was gone?
Kotu sorted out most of the stuff, but a couple of things are waiting for you. Just small stuff. Boring paperwork. None of it is urgent. Should I put it aside for now?
Yeah, please, do that. I have a lot to worry about even without it. Diego is probably at headquarters, isn't he?
Probably. But it's good that you're asking. He left something for you here and told me I should tell you that it would be nice to talk. Somewhere quiet. He said you'd know.
I think I do. Thanks. I'll call Argo. I think it's time to ask about a certain Mr. Yatsek.
Argo, Human Resources.
Durand, the Office for Art Theft Investigation.
Good day, Madam Durand. Glad to hear from you. Our company appreciates your involvement in the Mission Street case.
I was only doing my job. That's why I'm calling.
I'm fully at your service. What do you need?
I'm concerned about that fourth technician, Theodore Yatsek. What do you know about him? Do you know where I could find him?
Unfortunate thing, this Yatsek. We don't know where he is either. After being released from the hospital, he was to report in. We wanted to send him back to Inari,
Inari? That is...
a little village in Finland. He had been working there on one of our projects before we quickly sent him to the States in haste. He was supposed to return there after finishing work on Mission Street. Reputedly, he even left some of his personal things there. I hope he's all right and will report in soon.
He left his personal stuff there? Interesting.
If he reports in, I'll let you know.
I wouldn't count on that if I were you. Goodbye.
Lara, is something wrong?
Jean, we have a clue. That fourth structural engineer, Yatsek, he's involved in it, and I have to find him. I need to get to Inari, Finland.
Laura, you can't. It's completely out of our field of competence. Renier will go mad.
This is more than work already. This is personal. So, will you book me the flight? Or will you be busy writing some report?
This is what you think of me, that I'm a rat. Do you know you're badly mistaken about me?
Maybe. So surprise me.
All I do is because of this department, not because of you nor Renier.
I'm interested in only one thing now. Will you book me a flight to Finland? And I could use some information on Yatsek.
Let me surprise you. You probably should go home and pack.
I'm always surprised at how many emails can come in just a few days. At least I answered the most important ones. Thanks for the file, but why do we have to talk here?
Something's going on, Lara.
I overheard a couple of things, and I think that Renier's after you.
Well, that's really new. That's why you dragged me here?
This is no longer some quarrel. She might be pissed about what you managed to do in the States, and now she's really playing hardball.
I don't care about Renier now. I just don't.
As you wish. I warned you.
Do you think that Code 2 could be ratting on me to Renier?
Well, anything's possible, I guess. It's unlikely, though. Yes, he's trying to get to the top, but to knowingly act against you?
Do you know if the FBI has made any progress with the identification of that symbol I found near the dead bodies in San Francisco?
I haven't been following that case closely, but I don't think they have.
I'll just pack some clothes and set out. It's probably quite cold in Finland these days. Yes?
Listen, you're in some kind of trouble. Renier's running around fuming.
Suzanne, what happened? Did she say anything about Finland? Code 2 is in there with her, isn't he?
Kotu? No, he's not here. But I'm supposed to tell you to go straight to the airport.
Well, if it wasn't Code 2, what's wrong?
Apparently some anonymous call concerning you.
Okay, I'll drop it then.
Wait, you don't understand. She sent security to get you.
What?
And I overheard that they were gonna search your flat to see if there was any connection to those murders in the church. I'm almost afraid to ask. Can you understand that?
No, but don't worry. It surely is some misunderstanding. Take care. I don't get it. What do they want to find? That's Max's sign. They're going to look for something that would connect it to Max.
Mrs. Turon, open the door.
Damn, they're here already. Before I let them in, I should ensure that they won't find anything I might regret later. Max's sign on the painting. The very same as the one found by the bodies of those technicians. I'm sure this is exactly the kind of thing Renier hopes her men will find here. All his other paintings have his old sign, but this one... What to do with this? Should I hide it? Or, on the contrary, hang it like the others? This is the only painting signed with Max's new sign. The same as the one I found by the corpses on Mission Street.
Should I let anyone see it? I'll remove the wrapping paper and decide what to do with it.
If I let the painting stand here, I'll show them I'm not afraid, that I know that the sign is only some strange coincidence. But what if it isn't? What if I do some harm to Max by that? You? She sent... you?
We have a warrant to search here. We'll start downstairs.
Wait, it's not necessary. Wait outside. I'll talk to Madame Durand and search here.
Well, come in.
This is no longer fun.
Why not? Isn't it funny that it's you coming?
If I didn't, they would already be ripping your cushions and throwing books out of the bookcase.
So you're gonna rip them for me?
Leave it. Renier thinks you know more about that Mission Street case than you're telling. We were sent to get some evidence.
Well, I can't stop you. Search then.
I haven't found anything.
What? You're not even taking a look around here?
Why? I know you have nothing to do with it. Say, is this the last painting done by Max? That sign, though, it's new, right? No, Lara. I'm not going to look for the evidence. I'm sure I wouldn't find any.
I don't get it. Lately, I'm doubting people who are trying to help me.
Save your breath. It'll come in handy for Renier. Shall we go?
The reason why I supported you as head of your department were your results. But everything has limits.
Maybe you should tell her first what...
Silence, Jimenez. Don't try to cover for her, or she's taking you down with her.
Do I get to know what's so terrible that I've done, or are we just threatening each other?
We got an anonymous call. It said you might have been personally involved in that Mission Street case. And you might have had an idea the whole time who the offender is. Do you have anything to say about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I found Kutsu printing this file for you. Theodore Yatsek. What else are you hiding?
It's just one of the clues.
Yes, one of the clues from the case which you and your department are not supposed to work on. To make it short, I'll have your entire activities of the last few days checked, and until I know the results, you're officially suspended.
Because of one anonymous call? Are you kidding?
You've dug your own grave. I'm going to be watching how you dig yourself out. And then bury you in it.
Jesus. It doesn't have to be that personal.
Now hand in your badge and gun to Diego. He will then escort you back to your flat, where you'll stay under house arrest so you won't be able to influence witnesses. And by the way, I called the FBI and wanted to talk to that agent of yours, Kira Sheehan. No such person works or ever worked for the FBI. They only have one letter of application with this name on it, and they rejected it. You're done, Lara.
The file didn't tell me much, but at least it contains a photo. I could use that photo. Let's hope no one will notice it missing. My prime suspect, Theodore Yatsek. Great. The entrance is guarded by 2 colleagues. I don't have my badge and I desperately need to get to Finland. But I will get there. I'll fly to Finland. I've arranged the flight, now I've just got to get out of the house unnoticed.
There's no point in keeping these things in the case. One day I'll have to unpack them anyway.
Maybe it really contains something interesting. As a child, I inadvertently cut the hand of our neighbor's son with something similar. It haunted my dreams long after that. I'll cut off a strip from the sheets. Good, now I'll cut one more strip. And I'll take the remaining piece too. I'd better take only really important things with me. The rest can stay here. So, the first step on the way to Finland. Before, I wasn't sure if I was doing something that would infuriate Renier. This time, at least I'm certain of it. The neon numbers that are to be fixed to that sign are kept here. Those are the two missing numbers of the foundation date from the sign above. With this type of lock, it's possible to set one's own combination. Now, if I only knew what the repairman used. See here? It really was the year of the neon sign. Good, now I've only got to catch a taxi and hurry to the airport.
How did it come to this, Laura? Has the hunter become the hunted? What are you doing? That place you're going to is evil, ancient and twisted. Yes, sometimes to see the light, we need to enter the darkness and pray we find our way back. Pray, Lara.